Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by eXp Realty here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And today is your monthly market update, and we are already in the first few days of December. I can't believe we're coming up on the end of the year. I hope you have had a great year. Today, we're going to look at what's gone on historically in the Triangle, and we have preliminary numbers for November, but not final numbers. We'll look at what's going on today, and we'll finish up with 3 things that you can expect next year from the real estate market. So I'm going to share my screen, and we will get right into it. I always like to start with a trend line and look at the data historically. Today, I always look at a 1-year trend line. Today, I'm looking at the 3-year trend line just because I thought it would be an interesting visual to see how much the market has changed in 3 years. I'm looking at Raleigh, Cary, and Durham today, and then we'll also add in the entire Triangle MLS because I like to keep an idea of what's going on in the entire Triangle MLS, which is a much larger geographical area. And I like to see how the different cities that I work a lot in compare to the entire Triangle MLS. So first, we're looking at the average sales price, and each point here is 1 month's worth of data. So when we look at November 2024, these are preliminary average sales price for November 2024. When you look at these percentages over here, this is comparing November 2024 to November 2023. And you can see Raleigh and Cary are projecting an increase in the average sales price when compared to November 2023. The entire Triangle MLS and Durham are projecting a decline when compared to November 2024. I also like to look at month over month, so you can look at Raleigh and Cary month over month projected saw an increase. The MLS was flat, and Durham saw a decline in the average sales price month over month. So I like to look at month over month, year over year, and that type of information is always helpful for me. So that's a snapshot of what's gone on with the average sales price. And it is just interesting to see how different it is versus, going all the way back to January 2021, how much the average sales price has increased over the last few years. When we look at month supply available for sale, now all areas have seen an increase, Raleigh, Cary, Durham, and the entire Triangle MLS. So when compared to last year, there's more homes available for sale, which is great news if you're a buyer. However, I would tell you that a 2.5 month supply, 1.5 month supply in Cary, 2.3 in Durham, and 2.7 in the entire Triangle MLS is not a lot of inventory. A normal and balanced market is about a 6-month supply. And I know I've shown this before, but I always like to look at this and show how long it has been since the Triangle has seen a 6-month supply. It's been about 10 years. And the Triangle, the entire MLS went up to almost a 7-month supply. Raleigh, Cary, and Durham were still below a 6-month supply. So those 3 cities, it's been more than 10 years since we have seen a 6-month supply. But yeah, looking overall, I'll go back to the 3-year here. You can see the inventory declined going from October to November. So it's up November compared to November of last year. It went down October to November. That's pretty normal. So this time of year, we see seasonality. Less people are putting their homes on the market. A lot of times people want to wait until they get through the holidays. Sometimes they want to wait until the spring market because that's really the peak of the market here in the Triangle. But this is pretty normal to see inventory declining. But I would say, if you're a seller and you're thinking about putting your home on the market, it is a good time because this just means there's going to be less competition on the market when you are on the market. Yes, there's also less buyers in the marketplace, but there are still buyers in the market. So that's just something to think about if you're thinking about selling your home. Looking at days on market, and this, I would say specifically for buyers in the market today, there's a great opportunity because homes stay on the market a little bit longer. And you can see that in this trend line that since May, June, the days on market has trended up month over month. And so now we're at a 29 days on the market, 24 in Raleigh, 24 in Cary, 23 in Durham, and 24 in the entire Triangle MLS. So these are the number of days it takes for a home from the time it is coming soon or active on the market until it goes under contract. Still not a lot of time, but you can see it's been trending up. So if you're a buyer in the market, homes are staying on the market a little bit longer. And there's less buyers in the market, there's less competition. So that could be a good thing for you if you're thinking about purchasing a home over the holidays. Those I would say are a couple of advantages. The disadvantages, less people put their home on the market this time of year, so there may be less options. So something to think about if you're thinking about getting into the real estate market and making a move. Looking at homes available for sale, I'm going to get the entire Triangle MLS out of here. You can see we saw that same trend that we saw with month supply, month over month inventory went down. But when compared to November of last year, inventory was up. More homes available for sale. And then new listings, we saw it drop off as well, October to November. But when compared to last year, Durham is up, Raleigh is up, but Cary has seen a decline when compared to November of 2023. Again, these are just preliminary numbers for November, not the final numbers, but always an interesting to look at the different trend lines and look at what's gone on over the years in the triangle in the real estate market. What's going on today in the real estate market? Well, if we look at active and coming soon in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham, there's 2,283 homes available for sale. This does include new construction. And I have been looking at new construction a lot. There's more options available for buyers today with new construction than there have been in the past because of the supply chain issues have pretty much been resolved. I'm seeing more builders build quick move-in homes. So these are homes that are somewhere in the construction process that are not sold, but they're available for a buyer who may not have the time or may not want to build a house from the ground up. They may not have the time. They may need a home sooner. Some of these communities have homes that are almost 100% ready, just waiting for the buyer to purchase. So new construction is a good option as well. And if we look at what new construction options are, so out of that almost 2,300 homes, almost 700 are new construction homes. And one of the things to keep in mind is not every builder puts their new construction quick move-in homes in the MLS, so there could be even more options beyond that almost 700 homes. When we look at what is currently under contract for Raleigh, Cary, and Durham, just shy of 1,500 homes, and then what has sold. And since we're just in the first couple of days of December, I wanted to look at what happened last month. And in the preliminary numbers are that in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham combined, we will have 863 homes sold. How does that compare to last year? Well, slightly off last year's sales pace. Last year, we sold 889. So not far off from where we were last year at this time. And so that's what's going on in the real estate market today. And finally, wanted to finish up with 3 things you should expect next year with regard to the real estate market. So the first thing, more homes are expected to sell in 2025. So I'm sure you've heard on the news, real estate sales are down. This shows what's happened since 2019 with the total home sales nationally. 2019, we sold 6 million. We had COVID started. We went into the pandemic years. Rates dropped significantly low. We peaked in 2021. And then in 2022, when rates started to go up, that slowed sales significantly. That was the Fed's goal when they were raising the rates, just to soften the market, soften demand, and it worked. So we saw sales decline in 2022, 2023. Experts are saying 2024 is probably the year that real estate sales will bottom out, and then we'll start to trend up from there. So right now, experts, Fannie Mae, National Association of Realtors, they're projecting an increase from 2024 to 2025 and projecting about 5 million home sales in 2025. So expect for more transactions, more buyers being in the marketplace. And you know what's going to drive that? Are rates. Mortgage rates are projected to decline next year. And that's according to several experts. You can see this orange line is where rates have been, and the dotted lines are where they're projected to go next year. So, more buyers in the market, that's going to cause more transactions, which is going to drive our sales to go up. And finally, the last thing to expect, with home sales, mortgage rates coming down, bringing more buyers in the market, home sales are going to go up. Probably we'll see home prices improve as well. So all of these experts are projecting an increase in home price appreciation next year. And if you average all of these experts out, you come up with 2.5% increase in home price appreciation. And you can see a good portion of these experts are projecting that home prices will increase anywhere between 3 and 4%. So that is my monthly market update for December. As always, if you have any questions on the real estate market, don't hesitate to reach out. If you want more information on your neighborhood, if you're local, feel free to reach out. If you're considering making a move, check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh. There's more videos like this. There's buyer tips, seller tips, community information, city information. It's a great resource if you're more interested in the real estate market in the Raleigh-Durham area. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.